Yo, what's going on, guys? FaZe or Lucas here, and I hope you guys are all having a great day so far. I don't know why I started off with a deep voice. I was getting some food at Panera Bread this morning for everybody at the FaZe house, and by the way, Panera is life just like Chipotle. Panera is like breakfast life, and then Chipotle is just everything else life. But anyway, so I was getting food, and the guy in front of me who was standing in line, he had the deepest voice I've ever heard, ever. I mean, me being a white boy teenager, I can't even like replicate it at all, but it was like really, it was like low. It was like super like low. Like way lower than I'm talking right now. Like this does not do it justice as to how low it really was. I mean, sometimes you just gotta talk in a really deep voice. I used to love doing stuff like that when I was a kid. I used to love just like sitting there doing different kinds of accents and like doing stuff with my voice. Like I've always been really good at doing like an Indian accent or like trying to do a Russian accent too. If you guys have never heard me do a Russian accent before, here is my Russian accent. I am FaZe Blaziken. I am member of FaZe clan. And no, I am not FaZe Blaziken, evil twin brother who speak Russian. No, I'm just FaZe Blaziken doing a Russian accent. Anyway, so that's not even what today's video is about. I actually wanted to tell a story for today's video. Last time I told a story, I told the story of when I got caught staring at this girl's booty when she was wearing really short, like, volleyball shorts. So I thought I'd keep this trend going of embarrassing stories that has to do with girls, and I pretty much thought of the perfect story for today's video. I've actually always wanted to tell this story in a video before because it's like the perfect story for a video, but I completely forgot about it until today, until the girl that I had this first kiss with, the girl that I'm about to tell this story about, she actually hit me up again today on Facebook. This girl was my girlfriend back in 8th grade, and that was actually like the last time I talked to her, so it was kind of cool, you know, just catching up with anything I told her about the whole YouTube stuff. And then after talking with this girl for a little bit, I realized that I had my first kiss with this girl, and then we talked about that for a little bit, and she didn't even know that like that was my first kiss. So yeah, let's just get into the story because it's not really a pleasant one for me. It was actually a really embarrassing situation. That's probably what the video is gonna be titled, like embarrassing first kiss or awkward first kiss. I don't know, it was really fucking awkward. So yeah, like I said, the story took place in 8th grade, and it was with a girl named Sarah. It was the girl that I was dating with at the time, or dating, I was about to say. I was in a relationship with at the time, if you can even call it a relationship. I mean, it was one of those like middle school relationships, the ones where you only like hold hands and hug and stuff like that. Even though I can't even like call it a middle school relationship. I had friends who in 8th grade were just like having so much sex. It was kind of ridiculous. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I guess you could call it like a middle school relationship. We really we dated for I'd say like 3 months. And for the first like 2 months, we really didn't do anything at all. We like really just like held hands at school sometimes, and we like hugged and stuff like that. And the reason why we didn't do anything more than just like hold hands and hug wasn't for the reason that you might think, okay? It wasn't her. I mean, she was like the driving force of the relationship. Like I said, it was 8th grade, so it wasn't like really a relationship, but she wanted to do like everything. She was way more mature than I was at the time, and I was really underdeveloped. Like I really didn't start like even hitting puberty till I was like 15, 16 years old. I mean, like that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. I can tell you guys that if you want to. But yeah, so the girl Sarah, she was way more mature than I was. I was like actually a wimp. I was a legit pussy. But know this, okay? Before 8th grade, I actually went to like a really small German private school, had very like small amount of kids. We only had 10 kids in my grade. It was a very small school, and it was a very sheltered school. I really did not have a lot of friends. Like I had a very small friend group, and we were all really innocent, sheltered kids. Like that's really the way that I would describe it. And then when I turned 13 years old, I went into 8th grade. That was my first year in like an American public high school, and there was a lot of stuff that I did that year that was like completely new to me, a lot of new stuff that year. So just know, okay, when the story went down, I was a very innocent, very sheltered kid. I didn't like doing things that like got me out of my comfort zone. I got very nervous, like especially around girls. But yeah, so I was dating this girl in 8th grade, and we ended up having like a school dance, and I took my girlfriend Sarah to the school dance. So yeah, we're at the school dance. It's 8th grade, it's middle school, we're having a good time. And by the way, this girl really liked me. That was kind of one of the main reasons I was dating this girl, is because she really liked me, and she was actually a really cute girl. And to be honest, I saw this girl a lot more as a friend. I really wasn't into like, I was into girls. Like I'm pretty sure all I was thinking about back then was girls, but I didn't really want to like date a girl, if that makes any sense. So I kind of saw this girl a lot more as a friend, but it was just kind of like cool to have a girlfriend at that age. I don't know if you guys can remember back then, but back in middle school, it was almost like a cool thing to have a girlfriend. I just remember all my like friends, all my best friends at the time, they were telling me how it was so cool that I had a girlfriend. I don't know, man, middle school was a weird time. Lots of learning. Anyway, I keep getting off track from the story. This always happens when I tell these stories. So much reminiscing. I love telling these stories just because I think back to all these experiences that I had as a kid. But yes, we were at the dance, and about halfway through the dance, I get pulled to the side by a couple of Sarah's best friends. They pulled me to the side, you know how little 8th graders do. And they were telling me, you know, you guys have been in a relationship for a while, and Sarah really wants to kiss you. She really wanted me to kiss her. And I shit you not, like still to this day, that was one of the most nervous moments of my life. Like when her friends told me that, I about shit my pants. I just remember that I had to like leave the hall where everybody was dancing. I had to go outside. I had to sit on a bench and I was like hyperventilating. I was going crazy. My friend was sitting next to me. I was telling him how like I was gonna become a man now and I didn't know what to do. Like, oh my god, I can't even believe how much of a wimp I was back then. But seriously, I was really just like an innocent, sheltered kid, and that was like a really big deal for me. Anyway, I go back inside to go dance with my girl, and it was like a slow dance. It was the last dance of the night. And so we're, you know, standing in front of each other. I got my hands on her hips and she has her hands on my shoulders, and I look up to her. It's funny, I say I look up to her, and that's because she was way taller than me at the time. Like, I wish I had a picture I could show you guys. Like I said, I didn't really start growing yet, so I was still like really small. I was a really small kid back then, and my girlfriend, she was like a lot mature than I was. She was a lot taller than I was, and she was even wearing heels. I don't know why. But yeah, so I looked up to her and I was like, so your friends told me that you wanted to kiss me tonight? And she was like, yeah, you know, I wanted to kiss you. You know, we've been dating for a little bit. I think we should kiss. So I'm standing there about to like shit myself because I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious, and I look up at her. I have this very cute girl standing in front of me, and I just don't know what to do. So I go in for the kiss. It's funny because I remember this so well. She had her eyes closed, and she was just, you know, she was standing like that, getting ready to kiss me. She had her eyes closed. I had my eyes open. I was like going in to kiss her. I can't even believe I'm telling this, man. This is crazy. But so last second, right before I was about to kiss this girl, get my first kiss, I chickened out and I kissed her on the cheek. Yeah, that's what I did. I was such a wimp back then. Like, I feel bad telling this story because I think to myself, like, I could have done this so much better. So basically, I curved this girl's mouth-to-mouth kiss, and I kissed her on the cheek, and what happened next freaking sucked. She opened her eyes, and she started crying. She literally just started crying. And for a little bit, she was just, like, standing there in a crowd of all these people, you know, all these kids dancing, and she was just standing there crying, and I was standing in front of her looking at her like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, I fucked up. I just did something wrong. I didn't do something right. She's crying. But wait, okay, shit gets worse. She ends up like running out of the room where everybody's dancing, and everybody kind of notices that she's crying and that she just ran out. Her friends go to follow her, and they come back out. They tell me she doesn't want to talk to me. She doesn't like she's pissed off at me, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck did I just do wrong? Turns out that because I didn't kiss her, she felt really insecure about herself, and she thought that she was like ugly, or that she just wasn't right for me. She just thought that something was wrong with her, that I didn't want to kiss her, that I didn't like her. She thought that I hated her, which wasn't the case at all. I just didn't really like her or love her. I just more saw her as a friend, and I was just like a really nervous kid. But yeah, I guess that was the story of my first kiss. I made a girl cry during my first kiss, and I guess you can't really, well, I consider it my first kiss because what ended up happening like a week later is like I kissed her. I kissed the shit out of her a week later. I did it right that time. That story isn't really that interesting. This story I think is a lot more interesting. It was just like a super awkward, really awkward, weird experience. I just remember it so clearly when she was just like standing there. She had her eyes closed. She was getting ready to kiss me, and I was just looking at her face, and I was like, well, fuck, like, Jesus Christ. It's definitely cool to look back at yourself and think about all the experiences that you had as a child, or, you know, even like a year ago, and you can see how much you've changed, you see how much you've grown. I've definitely learned the most things throughout my life by mistake, so the mistakes that I made, I look back at them and I'm like, shit, that was a mistake, I gotta do that differently. So for any kids out there watching, the moral of this story is if a girl wants to kiss you, just kiss the girl, give her that kiss. Otherwise, a girl might think that she's ugly, and that's really not a good thing, especially when she's your girlfriend. Now, seriously, if you have a girlfriend or a girl in your life that, you know, is important to you, always make her feel special, whether that's like your mom or whether that's, you know, your sister or your best friend that's a girl or your girlfriend. It's never a bad thing to make your woman feel happy. It's never a bad thing to spoil your woman or man for that fact. If it's your, you know, your best friend, whatever. It's always good to make people feel happy. Always try and be positive. You know, what you do, what you say affects the people around you. So you just remember that. That's all that I wanted to say. Oh, no fucking way, dude.
Lucas hit.
Yo.
Why would you leave? I want to see this.
I just kind of destroyed this kid's soul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's a modder.
He's a modder? Yo.
No, he did not.
I mean, this wasn't crazy. I just wrecked that
man.
kid. That kid just got KO'd.
Yeah, he hit. No!
But yeah, guys, that about wraps it up for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed the story that I told today. I really enjoyed telling that story. It made me think a lot back to my past self as a kid. And I also had a trick shot in today's video, which is kind of cool. I would have been fine to not have a trick shot in today's video. We told the story in today's video, but it's always nice to, you know, have a trick shot. I don't know. I hit a nice little shot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Always remember to stay slothy. Keep it slothy out there in your life, wherever you are. But yeah, that's been it. Peace.